Hi, my name is Maverick Lemmer, and this is my speech on international students on American campuses. An outstanding 800,000 plus international students on American campuses last year. This amount of international students on campuses allow American students to get a peek on their culture and way of life. Today, I show these three aspects of an international student's way on campuses: educational practice, allowing Americans to be less prejudiced, and allowing American students to have an increased interest in global trading jobs. First, educational practices are different for international students than American students on campus. International students and American students have a different view on the educational process. Most international students have a more major focus on education in their freshman year. This is because international students' view on school is different than American students. International students view school as actual school, while Americans view it as a party and being set free from parents' rule. Chinese students on American campuses will strive to do better than any other student from any other country, from a study by Dr. Chu in 1971. This is because the Chinese government pressures their students to appear better than them. Second, by having more international students on campus, kids will be less prejudiced against their international counterparts. Many American students will make friends with international students in their 4 years at college. Studies show that most foreign students have a hard time assimilating into American culture from a study by Dr. Smith in 2000. This is because of the giant language barrier that international students have with American students. American students working with foreign students will have a less prejudiced feeling towards foreigners by a study by Dr. Farnham in 1985. Knowing about their fellow students, Americans will be less prejudiced against international students, and this will cause a gateway for exploration for American students. Which brings me to my third topic. Lastly, their culture sparks interest. Since campuses are now becoming melting pots in American culture, it sparks interest in students to go global. By knowing more about a person's culture, it allows them a peek into their way of life. This causes them to travel and seek out knowledge of the person's culture in their country. By seeing this peak of life, it allows them to branch out into a global network of jobs by a study by Dr. Kalea in 2000. This global network of jobs has limited possibilities and opens up gateways. In conclusion, clearly international students have an impact on American campuses. They have an effect on educational habits, a somewhat prejudiced community on American campuses, and global job network. Without international students on campuses, we would be isolated from the world again, and we would become more prejudiced. I had my work cited from Dr. Kalea, The World at Your Door, Dr. Chu, Ye, Klein, Alexander, and Miller, A Study of Chinese Students' Adjustments in the USA, Dr. Farnham and Ali Pei, The Friendship Networks of Foreign Students, a replication and extension of the functional model, and Dr. Smith and Schoenfeld, The Benefits of Diversity, What the Research Tells Us About Campus.